If you're looking for an adorable crafting project and a hit of dopamine, we've found it for you. This is felting. You've probably seen it on social media, and these little critters are made of wool fibers, matted and poked until they become a little ball of cuteness.
And if you want to learn to make them yourself, Workshop PGH has you covered. Hilary Penigar is giving us a little sneak peek at the upcoming class. So you have to tell us a little bit about felting first. I think Kelly and I, we know a teeny bit.
I know it's sticky.
Yes, you're right. So under a microscope, wool and some other animal fibers like mohair from goats, but especially wool, has little tiny barbs.
Okay.
And it's those little barbs, that's kind of what can make it itchy, but that's also what makes it felt so nice, which you may have accidentally done if you've ever washed a sweater.
I do that all the time.
So you've already felt it.
Yeah, okay,
but
good.
This time you're doing it on purpose. You're going to, instead of using hot water, we'll be using special needles. They also have teeny tiny barbs, but not sharp that you have to worry about, but teeny tiny barbs, and those are going to let us sculpt the wool.
Okay, cool. And what do you need to felt? Because I feel like this is a very easy craft. There's not much here.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much. It's pretty portable. It's pretty welcoming. All you need is wool. There's certain breeds that are especially great, like Corriedale, but wool, roving.
You're like, we won't get fancy.
Yeah, we don't need to get too deep, but you can if you want.
Okay.
So wool roving, it's the wool before it's spun. You can see it's nice and fluffy like this. There's a place called Moon and Craft Yarn Room locally that sells an amazing collection of roving.
Okay.
Or places like Etsy.
And it looks like you're holding a mushroom
Yeah,
here.
I made I got us prepped.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like you've been here before, Hilary. You knew we needed that.
You know. And then I have some special mats. This is just like something to protect our table. You can either have just some dense foam, or this is like just a thick sheet of
I've
wool
heard you
felt.
can use the sponge too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you have at home.
Yeah, you just need something that will protect the table so you don't poke it with the needle, and you don't want to break the needle either.
Excellent. Well, show us how to do it. Here's
Yeah,
your needle.
so-
Thank you.
No problem.
And then we got an extra if you'd like.
Excellent.
And we'll take a polka dot, put it on our toadstool here. And this is just wool. I took a little pinch and rolled it between my fingers. I'm gonna put that on top there, and literally just this bottom inch, you can see it has some little pokes, some little barbs on it. And I'm literally just going to go straight up and down, and that is going to be enough to get it to stick together. If it indents a little, I can gently
You're
use
just
the
like a
tip
human
to lift
sewing
it up.
machine.
Look at you. So I see this all over TikTok and social media, and everyone says it's super therapeutic. And watching you do it, I'm like, oh,
You know, there's nothing like stabbing something a few
telling
thousand
you.
times.
That's what it is.
that is it.
You want to
Have
try
a
it,
try.
Kel?
I would
Or you
absolutely
can
love
put
to.
the tulip on the
Oh,
egg
that's so
if you
cute.
want.
Well, while she's stabbing that, what kind of things can you make with felting?
Yeah, you can make, it's usually for really little things because it is a slow go. So usually you'll make tiny little sculptures. Sometimes people will use them as toys for young children. You can make little puppets out of them. You can make ornaments.
Oh, you
and
have some
things like
things
that.
here, too.
Yeah, the ones with the ribbons on them you can hang up. You can use them as pin cushions. If you're patient enough, you can make really large sculptures. You can make wall hangings. Some people will even use a really thick sheet of felt and kind of paint with the wool. Instead of doing a 3D sculpture, they'll do a flat painting.
Is this a butterfly? Is this felting
Oh,
too?
it's actually a rug-tufted orchid.
You remember when we rug tufted?
And we do have a rug-tufted
Hilary
glass,
brought a
too.
gun last
brought
time, a
everything.
felting gun.
Yeah, I'm all about my needles and my guns.
You know what? If they're going to create beautiful things, why not?
And it all gets fluffy and soft in the end.
This is wonderful. And what ages is this craft good for? Because while I wouldn't hand this to my toddler, I feel like
I'd say like 8 or 9.
Definitely. And it could get them to just sit down.
But even
Poke
really
that.
little kids, even a 2 or 3-year-old could wet felt with the hot soapy water and just making a nice little ball, or even like an Easter egg. It's that time of year.
Yeah, and you have a plant show coming up.
We do. On April 6th, on a Sunday, we have a really big, lovely plant show, and we'll have lots of artist vendors there as well.
Oh, I love that. Spring has sprung, and now we have a craft to get us through it. Thank you, Hilary.
This is therapeutic.
Isn't it?
It's really nice.
Keep stabbing. Workshop PGH is holding his next felting class April 2nd. We're going to have the link to sign up on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.